is different, let's decode the scenarios. Because, falling dreams actually come in some very distinct flavors. Falling from a height you actively climbed reads completely differently than the floor just vanishing beneath you. Or maybe you were pushed. Or maybe you felt no fear at all. Each of these scenarios tracks with a very different waking life feeling. Let's break these down. First up, falling from a cliff or a rooftop. If you fell from a cliff in your dream, notice that you were somewhere high up that you actively climbed. You generally don't dream about falling off things you never climbed. This scenario often visits people who have just reached for something big. Maybe you took on a major new role, moved to a new city, started a new relationship, and now you're feeling the intense exposure of that ambition. The height represents your ambition, and the fall, that's just the fear that came bundled right alongside it. Now let's contrast that with the ground giving way. In this dream, there was absolutely no climbing, and there was zero warning. The floor just quits. If this is the dream you're having, it usually visits when a trusted foundation has failed you suddenly. The shock is the entire point of the dream. It prompts a very specific, practical question for your waking life. What did you believe was completely solid last month that you are suddenly doubting right now? Then there's the scenario where someone actually pushes you over the edge. Now, before you march into work and glare at the coworker who pushed you in your dream, you have to remember that dream figures are usually just costumes for your own feelings. Being pushed often reads as a decision that happened to you. It represents a choice made without your input or your vote, like a totally unexpected schedule change, a sudden breakup, or a plan rewritten around you. The push is really all about that feeling of not having a choice.
But what if you aren't fighting it? What if you're in a continuous freefall? Never actually landing, but you're feeling absolutely no panic. On the rare, kind of lovely occasion that you fall weightlessly, almost like you're flying, your mind is doing something entirely different. It's testing out surrender. Your brain is giving you a trial run of what it feels like to finally stop white-knuckling the things you cannot control anyway. Dreamers who report this fearless version often turn out to have made some small peace in their waking life. They signed the paperwork, they had the really tough conversation, they finally let the plan go. The dream is just confirming that calm.
The myth of the landing. What happens when you hit the ground?
There is a massive, lingering myth about the end of the fall, and it is definitely time we put it to rest. The truth is, the only thing a dream landing ends is the dream itself. Hitting the ground does not hurt you, and it certainly doesn't kill you in real life. That is literally just an old wives' tale. Dreamers land all the time. They bounce or they wake up mid-impact, and they go on to have a perfectly ordinary, if maybe slightly rattled morning.
In fact, hitting the bottom shouldn't be feared at all. Interpreters often read a dream landing as a highly positive sign. It's your mind successfully finishing the story. It's proving to you that the absolute worst-case scenario happened. You fell all the way down, you hit the ground, and you survived it. You're fine.